What's up, Nitro Nation? Well, I'm sure by now everybody's had many plates of turkey. I had a little. I went to a family member's. I didn't get to see my daughters. Kind of bummed out. They went to their boyfriends. My kids are older, so I mean, they've got their own life. I mean, not that we don't. It's just they're not little kids. I sometimes forget. They're my babies, man. My two girls are like my world, and I don't care how old they get. And my mom, now I know my mom's like that. My mom's just like that with me. She likes to baby me, um, you know, but we're very close. She is my mother. Um, and we've always been close. Well, not always. Well, pretty much. Me and my mom have always been close. I never had a real dad. Always stepdads. So, because I never had a real dad. Um, me and my mom, she's like my best friend. You guys already know that. I talk to my mom all the time. That's why when anybody even looks at my mom wrong, it's over, man. Forget it. Done deal. You even look at my mom funny, you're gonna get that ass whooped. Period. Anyway, Brahhhppy Thanksgiving, everybody. The reason I'm doing this video is because I don't know if I'm going to do another video for a while. So I kind of want to, give you guys a heads up, an update. Because you guys know I am moving. The place I'm moving into, it's not going to be ready when I thought it would be, like this weekend. So it might be a few days. It could be a week. I don't know. There's something, it's just not ready. It was supposed to be. Kind of bummed out. So, which means that all of my stuff is going into a storage, man. And I'm really paranoid about putting anything, especially all this. I probably got at least 10 grand or more worth of stuff in here that I have to put in storage. Which means no wrenching. Which means no. So I don't care if it's raining tomorrow, which it's supposed to. But I mean, it's been raining all day. Southern California flash floods, raining all day long. Still raining. Said it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Hopefully there is a break, because I gotta, if I'm gonna be down for a week, hell no. Muggy's gotta run. I don't care, bro. I don't care if it is raining tomorrow. I'm siliconing, like I'm taking a whole, shout out to one of my brothers. You know who you are. He hooked me up with some of this stuff. It's pretty cool. It's called SPW Quick Dry Silicone-Based Multi-Purpose Lubricant. It's pretty cool, and it's dry. It's not the real, wet stuff. I have that stuff too, but I don't care. Like I said, even if it's raining, oh yeah, I already silicone this thing. I'm gonna use this whole thing to silicone my shit, because I don't care. I gotta run, man, because I have a feeling that I'm not gonna run for at least a week, and you guys might not get a Muggy video for a week. And I know some of you guys are like, thank God. Some of you are like, Muggy, what am I going to do when I'm wrenching? You're the only guy that does long, hour-long videos that I can wrench to and watch, But anyway, yeah, so hopefully I'll get to run tomorrow, and do some brapping, and then we'll do probably one last video out of this cave. So I'm doing a couple videos, just did one, this one, maybe a couple more. I'm trying to get in as many as I can. Tomorrow is like, that's it. After tomorrow, no more videos. Not forever, but for a while. I want to update everybody, because I don't want to be thinking, oh, what happened to Muggy? Did Copo get him? Or did freaking, they take down his channel? Did they ban him for good? Some of you guys are like, I wish. I hope so. That'd be great. And hey, whatever, man. If it did, like Mr. Bodegel said, Mr. Za, hey, if it does, it does, man. Whatever, life goes on. I at least can say that I built relationships, a lot of them. And there's 6 of them. There's more than 6, but there's 6 prime ones, and these are guys that I talk to all the time. There's a handful of guys that I mentioned. We have our own thread. It's kind of our own behind the scenes, shop talk type thread. You can thread people's numbers together to where when you guys are texting, you're all in the text together. It's pretty cool. There's like 6 of us. There's a couple other guys that might join, but I'm not sure yet. They got to get in past initiation. Me and the boys got to jump them in first, so it's the only way I can get in. No, I'm just kidding. You didn't have to do any of that. But what you do have to do is you have to be a real gearhead. Like these guys that are on this, we're not. We don't mess with E-words. We're not messing with crawlers. We're not messing with traxas. We're not messing with RTRs. We've grown from that. Okay, and that's my whole point, and always been my whole point for months and months and months. The RTR, the scrub, and all that. Okay, and like I said again, people get butthurt when you say scrub. When you're a freshman in high school, what do they call you? Freshman? No. They call you ninth grader? No. They call you freaking scrub. When you're in ninth grade in high school, you're a scrub. When you start in nitro, and you have an RTR, and you got one of these. I mean, this one's not the same. I mean, obviously, but it is an RTR. You got one of these, and it's got one of these bullshits on the back of it, pull start crap or roller start. That's a scrub shit. That's for scrubs. These traxas, even this RTR, are designed for scrubs. Scrubs. Offnas. Hyper 7, Scrub Whip. Savage, Scrub Whip. Red Cat, Losi RTR, Truggy and Buggy, Scrub. They're 9th grade entry-level vehicles. Learn on them. Learn what you can. And move on. Graduate. Or stay in 9th grade. If you want to be a scrub 9th grader, then go ahead. But don't be surprised when all these other guys are passing you up. And even newbies are passing you up because, okay, I had my scrub whip, I got good at it, I did a little bit of upgrades. Okay, it's time for you to move on. Let's get a Techno, man. Let's get a Mugen. Let's get a freaking X-Ray. Let's get an Associated. We would get a Losi, but there is no more Losi. They're old news. You can get 8X, Buggy, if you want a headache. Or, again, a Kyosho. These are race kits, man. And there's guys that I know, friends of mine, that said, you know what, Muggy? Hey, I don't want an RTR. I want a race kit. What do you recommend? I know there's 700, 600. I got the money. What do you recommend? Well, what do you think I'm going to recommend? Techno or Mugen? That's what I'm going to recommend you. Now, there's other ones. But I have my reasons for the reason I picked these. I can only go from what I have. I never ran Kyosho. I mean, I've ran them all, but I never owned a Kyosho. Not new ones. I do want an MP9. It's the creme de la creme, man. Everybody knows that. An MP9, I'd rather have. The 10. It's not proven nothing yet. I don't get brand new whips until I see what they do and wait for somebody else to work the kinks out of it. And I'm not spending $800 to work no kinks out. You work the kinks out. You let me know, Mr. Krodick. You let me know, Mr. Davis. I forgot his first name. Davis. You don't want to left on Kyosho now. Those guys that are for Kyosho or whoever. You let me know, and then, I'm not investing $800 and it hasn't proven itself. That's why I've always been a year behind on my whips. Because at least I know after a year being out, I know what's good, what's not, if it's even worth investing in. Because it's a lot of money. Or, in my case, I've never bought a used vehicle. So you don't even have to buy a scrub whip. You don't have to buy. You can buy an Offna. And I'm not saying that it's not a good vehicle. It's just not. It's not next level. Okay. It wasn't. Its DNA. It was not designed and developed to win world titles. Okay, to win IFMAR, to win, Roar. It's not what the Offman was designed for. And sure in the hell no Traxas was. Sure in the hell no Losi RTRs. And like I said again, Losi's dead. The empire of Losi is dead. Move on. Mr. Za is already ready to move on. So, like I said, people ask me, hey, where do I get this for 4.0? I have no idea, bro. Good luck. I don't make them anymore. That's like asking me where do I get stuff for my XTM or where do I get stuff for this NBX5. It's a task, definitely. Mugens, 7s, 8s, Technos. you know, no problem. Now, what I will tell you, when you're looking to get a race kit, look at look at a few different things. First and foremost important thing is, okay, what is the product support look like, or the parts support? Can you get parts for it? Are the parts like all over the place? A-Main, Absolute, whatever. Even Horizon, whatever. Can you get parts? If not, then I don't know if you break parts, what are you going to do? Most of you guys are like talking, like if you can't get it from your hobby shop, you don't know what the hell to do. Listen, you don't have one, invest. This right here will be your best friend. If you want to be ahead of the game, if you want to be on top of the game in 8-scale nitro, you need one of these. This thing here barely does videos for me, and I do need a camera because this is scrub shit. I mean, here, I call it how I see it. Look, this camera phone, this is scrub shit. I should have, like, the professional stuff. But, yeah, it's not really important to me because I'm not looking like some people to make the fancy videos and to please people and do all that. Leave that up to guys like Nitro Turd. You know, leave that to other guys that want to make the fancy videos. I don't need to make no fancy videos. You like my video? You watch it. You watch my video because you're interested in either what I'm doing, the work that I'm doing, and that's why if you look at my videos, go look at all my videos. I at least average my subs, which means my subs match my views. There's some people that got like, you know, they get like not even 1/10 of views per sub. That's crazy. Shows you that people really aren't interested in that person. They're just kind of, it's like a charity thing, I call that. When you have like 800 subscribers and you get like barely 300 views on average, no bueno. You might want to look at what your content is and what you're doing. Like I said, this is not for children. This my thing's not for children, man. This is no Child's Play. This is no Chucky. This is no Disney Channel. This is no G-rated. This ain't even PG-13. And this ain't even R. This is X-rated Muggy Cave stuff. And even when I get into my new cave, X-rated 8-scale nitro. Like I said, it is really kind of like nitro porn, but I don't want to call it that. So anyway, you know, and you got to say that, and if you have your kids in there, you know, it's just a big hassle. And I can see where a lot of people just said, forget it on video. Some people have already shut it down. I'm not going nowhere. I'm obligated because I want to share with you guys what I do, how I do it, what works for me, and maybe I could help. If I could help one person, I don't care if 500,000, whoever, haters, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribers, no subscribers, views, no views, lame comments, like I got one today, some guy, he's a, you know, I don't know what the hell this guy, he's some kind of gamer guy, and he wants to say, oh yeah, well, you know, you don't even race, you don't, and you're not a pro, so you're a scrub too. And I go on the channel, and the guy's got some game baloney. Some game BS. Doesn't have any nitro content. Again, there's that person. The many people that are out there that want to give you advice, that want to make comments, and they know nothing about what they're talking about. Not a damn thing. Irrelevant in all aspects of nitro. There's some float around game lame. And that guy's not even a gamer. He's playing Call of Duty. And I know guys like Call of Duty. My daughter worked for GameStop for 2 years. My daughter is an avid video collector, limited edition gamer to the extreme. She's 25. Hardcore. Like hardcore. Like, she doesn't get a lot of sleep sometimes, and I gotta get on her, because she's a gamer, man. And she even tells me, you know what? And I agree with her and tell her. She said, people who play Call of Duty, they're a bunch of jocks, a bunch of guys, and that's all they play. They're not even gamers. They're posers. They're wannabes. Real gamers, and I got her into gaming, and I haven't done it in a while. Man, real gamers, a guy that plays all games, man. Sports, NFL, hockey, you know, sports. Plays even the Call of Duty, whatever. Call of Duty's alright. I think it's overrated. I'd rather play Gears of War. Gears of War is way better. And there's a lot of other games. But I'm more into the Resident Evil. I want to shoot zombies. I want to blow people up. I want to go on a mission. I want to, you know, not just run around like Call of Duty and, you know, I mean, not to say that it doesn't have a mission, but yeah, it's the war thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Zelda. I'm talking Mario games. I'm talking God of War, man. That's a badass game. Ask Mr. Zai. That's his favorite. One of mine, too. God of War, people, man. God of War? Pfft. God of War is the bomb, man. I mean, I have a God of War. Man, I forgot I even had this. Look at that. God of War wallet my daughter got me. Sick. Resident Evil. Here we go. Resident Evil. God of War. Zelda. You know. Devil May Cry, Silent Hill. Man, those are games, man. I just play Call of Duty. Anyway, this guy just made some idiotic comments. So again, just gave him the oust. But anyway, Muggy is just ranting on this one. But anyway, so shout out to the guys that are on that thread. These are my Nitro brothers. We talk every day. Like I said, there's 6 of us, and there's other ones that might be getting on that I mentioned to them, and it's up to them. It's just so we can, air out our laundry on that between us. What do we think? Hey, what do you think? How about this video? Hey, did you see this video? We kind of, because, we keep each other informed on what's going on. But it's cool because we're all gearheads. We all do something mechanically for a living, or we love to wrench. We love to work on stuff. That's what these group of guys is. It's not anything else. We're real wrenching gearheads, okay? Just because you can fix this and it doesn't mean anything. You know how many guys that I know that have been watching there for years, and they told me, they go, Nitro Turd? That guy is the guy that will go to, he knows what, he knows for the most part, he has RC knowledge, okay? But that's the guy that will go down to the street and get his tire changed at some tire shop, or get somebody to change a hose on his car. He's not a gearhead at all. So, regardless of what he might think, or even say, And Mr. Zah had a lot to say about the nerd. Mr. Zah was like, dude, don't take shit from that guy. Ignore that guy. And I agree. I told him, I said, it's funny how people talk, like I said again, about stuff they don't even have. You see that a lot. Let me tell you about this Techno MT NB 48.4. I heard, this is what they're going to try to school you or educate you on this vehicle. Meantime, they don't even own one. They've never ran one. Retarded. Idiotic. Freaking lame. So anyway, shout out to Mr. Zah. He sent me a text. It was really cool. He said, Happy Thanksgiving to the family. I told him Happy Thanksgiving to the boss, which is the wifey, the kids, and my favorite E-word dog, Oreo. Shout out to Mr. Zah. Thank you for taking the time out, John. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Hopefully you and your family had a good one. He was probably, eating like a king like he always does, and probably doing some wrenching somewhere in there too. Knowing him. Or doing something RC. But anyway, shout out to Just Joe, my brother from another mother. That guy, man, me and him are we're like brothers, man. We never met, but he's like my brother from another mother. Shout out to Elite RC. We just talked today too. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, man. Elite's probably one, besides John, been with me for most of my short YouTube career. Shout out to Lights Out. I know he had a very, very interesting Thanksgiving. Oh my God. We talk to each other pretty much every other day. You should be getting that package I sent you, by the way. Lights Out, I sent it to you the other day. Well, it should be there by either tomorrow or Saturday at the latest. You know what the deal is. You know what's going on. Handle it with care, please. Please, please, please. And I thank you. And like I said, the things that you needed, we got you. Some of the other brothers, we know what happened with you recently, and not to put his business out there, but, hey, that's what this is about, man. Helping brothers out when they need help and being there for them when they need help. And that's what this is about. That's why I built this relationship. That's why I set up that thread of these 6 guys now that we talk every single day. Every day, from when I get up in the morning at 4 o'clock, or some of us get up earlier, because we're on different time zones. There's somebody on there, 2 guys, 3 guys chatting. We pop in, hey, what's up, guys? What's happening? It's just so cool, man. I love it. So if my channel did ever shut down, or they ever did pull all of this from, the YouTube from the Muggy, dude, I'm good. I got at least a dozen real Brahhhead Nitro gearhead brothers that got my back, that I can talk to every day and see what's going on and stuff. So I'm not worried about it, but this probably will be one of the last videos you guys will see for at least a week. I'm going to try to get one after this one, hopefully tomorrow. It doesn't rain all day. It's been raining here like cats and dogs. Southern California has been getting slammed. And it's still, you guys can probably see it barely through the window. It's still raining. It's been raining all day. Supposed to rain tomorrow. Hopefully there's a break so the Muggy can get out there and run. I don't care, man. I got like one of my brothers. You know who you are. Shout out to my brother. He sent me this stuff. It's SPW Quick Dry silicone-based multi-purpose lubricant. This was pretty badass, and it's dry too. I told him, thanks for this, bro, because this baby here is gonna get silicone bath. Look at that. Oh yeah, we're silicone and everything, baby. Because even if it rains tomorrow, shoot, Muggy's still running this shit. Nothing gonna stop me. But it's cool because it lubricates and it's silicone, but it doesn't, it's not like real wet. But it's protecting. It's like an invisible silicone, I think. Spray that baby on there. So shout out to also my brother, well, actually, yeah, shout out to Just Joe over there in Long Island, New York, East Coast. You know, my Italian brother from another mother. Shout out to Elite, I think I said him. Shout out to Andrew, Nitro, Andrew's Nitro Shop. Me and him talk every morning. He gets up really early. He gets up at like 4 or something, you know, because he does his wrenching before work. And it's like me, I do too sometimes. So we talk every morning. He calls me. We're building a really cool relationship. You know, those of you that don't know or know, go check out his channel. Give him some subs. Give him some love. Give him some thumbs up. Give him thumbs down. He don't care. It's still a view. I don't care either. Shout out to all the people. Look at my last video, man. I think I have, what, 10 or 11 thumbs up and then the same amount of thumbs down. I love it, man. That's almost 20 thumbs up. That's the YouTube's like, right on, Muggy. People are, even though they're giving you thumbs down, they're still viewing you. We'll check that out. That's you know, good for you. Like, I don't care. But anyway, shout out to, who did I miss? Oh, shout out to Connor Whipkey. We text today. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Shout out to my boy Trevor, Gearhead Addict. Me and this guy talk every single day for hours. This guy, I feel like, man, like this guy is my, the brother that I never wanted. Just kidding. No, but we talk every day. It's pretty cool. Good kid. Very, very, very open to learn. You know, he's not the guy that you tell him something to do and he goes and does it his own way. If you tell him to do something, he does it exactly the way you tell him. If it doesn't work, then he lets you know, and then that's how it works. And then you make adjustments. And, you know, shout out also to who else am I missing? Oh, shout out to Chris, 1/5 RC. We talk too. We talk probably every other day. He usually calls me on his way home from work. Got like an hour drive, so that's when we chat. Oh, update on. Now. Did I give all the shout outs? I think that's all, everybody. Did I miss anybody? No, I think that's everybody. Yeah, those are all my brothers that I talk to pretty much every day. You know, these MIPs. Remember, these are the ones that I got to finish my cousin's. It's done pretty much. I just got to do some minor adjustments. Look at these things, man. Are you kidding me? These are 2 front and rear drive lines. $70. $140. Right here that MIP wants to give it to you. You want to throw sand up your ass and give it to you. Right there. No wonder, man. I mean, jeez, I'm like, and you know the crazy thing? These don't even work. They're not even the right size. My cousin is pissed off. Man. So here it is. Here is the official finished product. Now, I will say, credit due where credit's due. This thing does look pretty sick. I mean, look at this thing. Full billet aluminum rims. Billet. Just like Eastside. Billet, son? That's what he would say, right? Billet, 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 billet. There's nothing on here that's not billet. Rear aluminum billet skid plate. Rear aluminum. The whole chassis. Front diff. Billet aluminum. Center diff. Billet aluminum. Rear diff. Even these little spacers. Billet aluminum. I mean, this thing is full on aluminum. Look at this thing here. I mean, look at this thing. full on everything. Center diff. Drive lines are all steel. We had to end up putting on some different drive lines instead of the MIP. Wanted the MIPs, they don't work on these. I mean, look at this thing. It's all billet. There's no plastic in here, people. Yeah, there is plastic. The parts of the ends of the shocks. The top of the servo saver, or the servo steering thing, that's going to be billet. Change that. Boxes, he's getting aluminum boxes for this. This is the receiver. He's getting the battery box for this. And we're changing that spur gear. He's going to put the Robinson Racing makes a steel gear on it. Other than that, this thing is full billet aluminum, man. I built this thing for him. I put this thing together. Even the diffs are all aluminum, man. This thing, and I got to give credit to where credit's due. And I'm not just saying that because I built it. I built it from the ground up. So all you Traxas lovers and think that I am, if you guys think that I'm a Traxas hater, you're absolutely correct. I hate Traxas. Don't get it twisted. Just because I built this does not going to change that. But I give credit due where credit due. You know, I mean, it is and I want to give a shout out to the aftermarket companies that makes turning this piece of junk into at least looks pretty cool. XTM, MIP there's some other MIP stuff on here. We've got the ProTech 100T, 100S servos in here. By the way, their policy on their warranty is not tricky. It's just not, you know, to some people, you know, it's liking. And the way you eliminate that is when you burn one of these up, make sure that thing makes no noise. Okay? That's an inside tip. I don't care if you have to take it apart and kill it. Make sure it doesn't make any noise. Because if they ultrasound it, like I take it to my hobby shop, they got an ultrasound. If there's any noise making in it, ProTech and all servo companies, most of them, that's called a user error, which it doesn't cover under the warranty. This thing's got to be completely dead. I've had 2 of these take a crap on me, and I just fried them. But because there's no noise or there's no glitching, I didn't tell them I fried them, but they didn't see it as a user error. So I got them replaced, no questions asked. And that's how they roll. So, but if it's where you strip the gear out and it's still, you better kill that thing. If it's wounded, kill it. Because if not, they're not going to take a wounded servo. It's got to be completely dead. And if you have a ProTech and it goes out, then they don't know a problem. You know, what they don't know won't hurt them. You know, so anyway, this thing, I mean, it's got some Traxas aftermarket stuff, but very little. I mean, this thing is pretty sick looking, you know, but again, it still is a Traxas. It still is a piece of garbage. It still has the DNA of a donkey, and that's what it is. I mean, it'll never be anything but that. And he's never going to run it. It's a shelf queen, man. He's got a Hummer body that he got for it, custom. I think it's like a gray with this color in it. Custom made. It's a Hummer body that he's putting on it. You know, I mean, look at this stuff. T-Max. By the way, again, see how this thing's all bling looking shiny? Right here, people. ProTech RC True Shield Shines Protect. Get some of this. Badass. Anyway, we're not going to make this video too long. We're already hit 30 minutes now because I still got a lot of stuff to do, man. And I got to finish this thing here. This thing here, I'm throwing a carbon fiber wrap on the bottom of it. I'm going to do that tonight. And then that way, I got to wrap up these projects. I got to touch up a couple things in the XTM. That way I can box everything and I got to put it away because this shit's going into storage. But this thing, like I told you, man, I am going to run this thing hopefully tomorrow. Even if it's raining, long as it's not pouring, I don't care. I'm running, man. I have to. If I'm not going to be running anything for a week, man, I won't make it. I'll end up in the psychiatric ward, man. I'll go bananas. I gotta run my shit, man. I don't know how people go weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month or longer without running any nitro. Oh hell no! I would quit. I'd sell everything and quit. No way. So you guys that do that, man, I don't know how you do it, man. You know, kudos to you. You know, because I couldn't. So anyway. So, that's pretty much it, you know. I actually don't have any, you know, complaints or gripes? Not yet, you know. Other than, again, the normal, you know, if you guys are using an outerwear, get the freaking, using a motor saver, get the outerwear. This thing is useless without the outerwear. This outerwear is more important than the motor saver. But if you have a motor saver, you need this. This is what's ultimately keeping anything out of there. You know, because without that outerwear, stuff with just the motor saver, without this outerwear, stuff gets in there, man. No bueno. That stuff goes in your motor. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, motor. See you. Nice knowing you. Done. Done like dinner, people. Don't risk it, man. Protect your stuff. And I tell people, man, if you can put in, if you have Mugans and you have Technos and you have, you know, most trucks, except for the low seat, you can't run a motor saver and an outerwear. I got it in all my shit. I don't run nothing but motor saver and outerwear. Period. End of story. Except on the buggy. But even on the buggy, I'm running an outerwear on my filter. You know what I'm saying? I don't run, you know, not run anything on it. I'm still running my filter on there. So anyway, and oh, one last thing before I go. Let me give one shout out. Shout out to the Nitro Turd. Alright, bro. You want me, like I said, the Turd wants his list for why a Hyper 7 is inferior. You will get your list if you want it, but you gotta unblock your comments on your videos, bro. Come on, nerd. What are you hiding from? Why are you wussing out? Why are you being such a bitch? Undo your comments. Undo the blocked comments, and I'll give you your list. See, the reason he blocks comments on all of his videos is because he's afraid. He's hiding. That's why he does all the smoking beer videos. I don't know what he's hiding for, but he hides. He's good at hiding behind all that BS. So, you want your list? Go ahead. Undo your comments. If not, then I guess you don't get it. It's not important to you anyway. I don't need to prove why a Hyper 7 is inferior to most race kits these days. Probably all race kits. Top race kits anyway. And we don't need to go to no track. Why do I need to go to a track for you to do what? Why don't I just show up and knock on your door and drop my shit on the ground and spank your ass? Since when do people say, hey, you know what? I want to fight you, but we got to get in the boxing ring. Oh, no, we don't. Oh, no, we can go right here, right outside, bro. See the trash can over there? It's called the dumpster match. Me and you. Amato. One's coming out, one's not. It's called the dumpster match. We don't need to go to no track. I'll just show up. You want to play my playing field? Let me pack my shit and let me show up at your front door, and we'll go out in front of your pad, or we'll meet at a park, and I'll spank that ass. We don't need to go to no track. What does a track prove? Yeah, it takes more skills, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, well, like I said, since you've raced more on tracks, obviously, well, let me get some practice. Let me get some practice in on some laps. I ran on tracks before. It's not like I've never raced before. Just not in a while. Okay, I'm very confident in my driving skills. Okay, let me get some practice, and then let me whip your ass on a track. But like I said, we don't need to go through all that. We can just throw them on the ground, you know, set up some cones like Gearhead Attic was saying. You know, somebody be on the end there, drop your hands, let's drag race. That's how they did it. That's how old school does it, man. That's how OGs do it. We don't go to no special place. Just like when you fight somebody, we don't go to no special place to fight. You meet me after school right there, bro, and I'm whooping your ass. You step outside, right? Let's get it on. What did Mills Lane always used to say from boxing? All right, gentlemen, this and this and that. All right, let's get it on. I missed that. Let's get it on. Let's get it on, man. I'm ready, Mr. Nitro Turd. We don't need to go to no special setting. I can just show up right in your pad, or we can just meet at the park, and I'll spank your ass all day long. Tank after tank after tank after tank after tank. So, you know, that's all I got to say. Don't be on your videos, oh, we'll come race on a track. We don't need this. This isn't like a cordial meeting or nothing. This is man shit. Man up and step out and we'll take care of business. We don't need to go to no special track. We don't need to go to no... right in front of your pad, dude. Spank your ass right in front of your house. How's that? How's that? Come into your backyard and whip your ass. How was that? Would that work for you? Works for me. Or maybe you might whoop my ass. If you do, hey, I'm a man about it. I'm not afraid to admit defeat. Big deal. Like you say, it's toy cars. So what? What does it prove now? You're the man now? You won an award? So anyway, that's my take on the turd. Mr. Zah said, don't take shit from that guy and just ignore him. Which is, for the most part, you know, he can do all his videos, baloney, whatever. But anyway, so I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving, had a happy Thanksgiving, spent some time with the family. I wish I could have spent time with my family more, you know, but, you know, it is what it is. Got back to business. I got to wrap up this cave and pretty much clean the rest of this stuff out. And today and tomorrow, man, get everything packed up. And, yeah, if you guys are going to buy a whip, if you want to buy a race kit, what do I recommend? Obviously what I have, Techno or Mugen. Go on eBay. But like I told you guys, wait till the race season is completely over. I think it's almost over, right? 1 or 2 races, or if it's over, man, go on eBay right now. I guarantee you people are dumping whips for cheap. Remember the things I told you in the past. If you're not sure, go watch my past videos. When you're getting a new whip, look, tell them you want pictures of the rear. If they don't show them, you want to look at the rear. What are you looking for? Any rust and corrosion. You're going to find it in the drivetrains. You're going to find it in all of the hardware. Look closely. If you see a bunch of rust and corrosion, that person didn't take care of his shit. Get a top view. If it has a motor, scratches on the head, you do what you want. Muggy? No bueno. Scratches on the head? I'm not buying. Next, I pass. Look at the back of the shocks, towers, front and rear. Look inside the front drivetrain. You want to take those pictures and tell them you want to see the underneath of the chassis. Make sure it's, you know, if it's a 3mm, make sure it's, you know, not down to 1.5 because it's grinded off. So that's what I look for. And try to get as many goodies as you can. Remember, most of my whips, all of my whips, on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as quality-wise, 8s. Maybe 7.5, but 8s. The Mugen Truggies, the Techno, the Mugen Buggy, you know. Even this old G right here. When I got this thing, it was in really good shape for as old as it already was. It was already 10 years old when I got it. And it was pretty mint. And as a roller, I paid $130 for this thing. You know, so anyway, look for that spare goodies. Set a limit to what you want to spend. Cutoff point, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. I'll tell you what mine is. Mine's $300. I don't spend more than $300 on a buggy or a truggy. And it's got to be clean. And I'm not looking to get it brand new. You might get lucky and find people that hardly ran it, but I'm not looking to get it brand new. But I do want it clean. On a scale of appearance of 1 to 10, I won't take less than a 7. Okay? If it's got too much corrosion, and this is another thing, if it's got a lot of corrosion and you're looking at a lot of rust on it, can you imagine what it's going to look like when you pull it down and the inside, the diffs and the hinge pins that you can't see? Oh, hell no. It'll be twice as bad. So that's why I'm saying, if it looks a little scraggly on the outside, it's going to be even worse in the end when you get in tearing it down. Because if you're smart, another thing, if you're going to buy used whips, you got to tear it down. So it's like building a race kit. Actually, it's harder because you got to tear it down and then build it. Race kits, you just pull them out of the new packages and you put them together. These you have to tear all the way down and then put them together. So it's harder. It's more of a challenge. If you want a challenge and you really want to if you're really serious and you want to save some money, look for used whips, man. I'm telling you, there's so many good whips out there that are in good shape, but there's also a lot of bad ones that are jacked up. I see whips that are tore the hell up. It's tore up on the outside. Can you imagine when you start tearing it down on the inside? Oh, hell no. You're going to replace half the thing, spend twice as much money as if you would have just gone and bought a brand new one. That's why. Make sure you look at those things that I just told you. If you want to get a good quality used whip and you don't want to deal the RTR, you just want to start quality, race kit-wise, look on eBay. But those are what the muggy looks for. They don't have the pictures. You tell them, I want to see the front. I want to see the rear view. I want to see the top view. The back on the inside. The front on the inside, okay? I want to see the chassis. Okay? I want to look closely. Look for the rust. Look for the deposits. Look for that buildup. If there's too much of it, just pass, man. It ain't worth it. Okay? You're gonna, by the time, when you get it, oh man, you're gonna be like, damn. Too much work. I'm not looking to do all that. Like I said, you're not looking for brand new, but you can get lucky sometimes. I've got nice shit. Look at this thing. Look at it. This thing's clean, man. This guy beat it up pretty good. But it is pretty good. This is what it looked like when I got it. It wasn't that bad. Same thing with my Mugen Truggy and my Techno Buggy. I mean, my Techno Truggy. You know, even this thing I got a brand new. That's different. That was good. So anyway, that's what you look for. That's what I look for. If you want to get a good, you don't have to do the RTR. If you don't have to, man. If you want to, fine. But you want to spend $400 on an RTR, and then try to upgrade it and spend another $200, man, you can get a good used race kit for half that and put another $200 into it, and continue to upgrade it without having to change everything. You know. I mean, remember, if you get a Losi, if you find a Losi or you get one of those RTR Losis, Buggy Truggy, you got to replace everything. The whole thing. Not just a few things. The chassis got to be replaced. Front A, B, C, D, D blocks. The diff cups, the inner diffs, the shock towers, front and rear, the shocks. I mean, everything. The RTR Losi is nothing compared. It's not even a 4.0 at all. Nothing. John says that all the time. You gotta replace everything. The chassis is $100. It's the 4.0 chassis is different from the RTR. It's way better. Not even an absolute. No, it's trust me. It's nothing like. So that's another $100 right there. Shocks, $100. Losi shocks. Not no scrub aftermarket bullshit. Like I said, you're better off if you can find a 4.0. They're out there. I see them all the time now. They're a little bit pricey. You're going to pay more for them because people know they're collectible. But if you really want one, you can find them. I know 2 guys that have Losi 4.0s right now for sale. $400. Clean. So if anybody's interested, hit me up. You know, it's up to you. I don't know if you're a diehard Losi guy. I'm not, or I would have bought them already. The only Losi I'll ever own, and it's because Mr. Za offered it to me, is the Muggy. And hopefully that will work out when he gets some time. He's just been so busy with everything. It's just hard to work something out with him. So anyway, we'll be talking about that next time we talk. Anyway, I'm on a mission for Mr. Za, so John, if you're watching this, you need to let me know what that vehicle is that you need me to try to get to Barcelona. I got to try to ask a few of my buddies if they have one or know anybody that has one. You guys know that he's been having issues with the Barcelona, with that exhaust, the size or whatever, the pipe not being able to fit. That new fit scale Truggy, I call it a Truggy, X2, whatever that thing is. That thing's pretty sick. Someday. I'm not ready for fit scales yet. Fit scales a lot more money. You know, it's a lot more time and effort and everything. So I've got a lot to do in nitro. I'm not even close to where I want to be at nitro yet. We've got a couple more whips to buy. We've got a few more motors to mod. We've got some more pipes to seek out. Another new controller will be coming, a remote. I'm not sure yet. I've got the Fly Sky here. You know, we got the Sanwa in here, which is pretty decent radio, considering it came with the whip. But anyway, that's pretty much it, people. So I wanted to let you guys know today and tomorrow will be the last couple videos you guys are gonna see for the Muggy for a while. Probably be at least a week. I'm just saying, it could be sooner, but I'm just saying a week, just in case. So that's about it. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. This tea bag here is complete, man. It's pretty much. I just got to do some little adjustments. Oh, shout out to Drew. Drew's Nitro Shop. Andrew. Call him Drew or Andrew. I'll call him. His name's Andrew. This is a Cyro. I couldn't remember the name. I know what it was. A Cyro or Cyrus, I guess how you pronounce it. It's an Italian motor. But look, it's still a pull start, man. Look at that. Some bullshit. Man. When I was breaking this motor in, hitting your hand in here, I'm good. You know, like I said, it looks good. It's about all it's going to do is just be a shelf clean. That's it. One of a kind. Full aluminum traxas tea bag. Joke. My cousin, man. That's what he wanted, man. It's his baby. You know, it's to each his own. I respect that for him. Only because he's family. If it wasn't family, I wouldn't. I don't care. A customer paid me $1,000. I wouldn't do all that. Hell no. So anyway, that's all I got, people. Like I said, we gave the shout outs. Everybody, you know, have a safe Black Friday, and hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And do some Brahhppy video. But yeah, if you're gonna buy a used vehicle, make sure parts are available. Make sure there's good support from the company. Make sure that you know tech support, pro support, all that's great. That's why I love Mugen, man. Adam Drake, come on, man. Who else? Adam Drake, Ryan Mayfield. You know, and there's talk of Ty Tessman maybe going there. Oh my God, if Ty Tessman goes there next year, it's over. Game over, people. It's a wrap. Team Mugen Mafia. Can you imagine? Drake, Robert Battier, Ryan Mayfield, Ty Tessman? Oh, super duper snapperoonies, man. Mugen's over. It's over, man. Give him the world championship. No, they still have to earn it. But anyway, you know, I don't know. That's just speculation, what I heard. So don't go by what I hear. Don't go by what I hear, what I say. Do your thing. Whatever makes you happy, you do it to your best of your ability. If you got a scrub whip, an RTR, whatever. I'm not calling you or anybody scrubs or anything. And I never, you know, I never have. I'm calling that vehicle is designed for that. If you want to stay in 9th grade, stay in 9th grade. Go ahead. Be a scrub. It's okay. We're not going to hate you. You might get trash cans for if you like that, you know. But the rest... Most people that I know, we're graduating. We're going into 10th, 11th, 12th. We're getting ready to go into college soon. Some of us. We're not staying in 9th grade. Stay in 9th grade if you want. Run your RTR and your hypers and your savages, and you know, as long as it makes you happy, that's all that matters. Okay? At the end of the day, as long as you gave it everything you got, no matter what happened, and you had a good attitude and you learned something, well, you got ahead. That's all that matters. And as long as you're happy. And all you guys shelf cleaning your stuff, man, do yourself a favor. Put some Marvel Mistral, Muggy Juice, whatever you run, piston bottom dead center before you shelf clean that thing. Okay? Don't store it without doing that. Don't jack your motors up. Okay? Because I know a lot of you guys are getting ready to retire a lot of whips. Check your stuff. Alright, people, that's all the Muggy's got. Again, Brahhppy Thanksgiving, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Peace.